FAO INFOODS Evaluation framework to access the quality of published food composition tables and databases. And I'm showing here the Excel file where you will find all the questions for evaluating the food composition tables. And I will guide you through the different spreadsheets included in the file and show you how to complete the evaluation to have the final scores. So the first spreadsheet is the introduction. Then in the next spreadsheet we have the Annex 1, where you will find the 8 screening questions. So here you have, in this part, you have the questions. Here in these two columns you will have the options for the answers. And to complete here and have the final scoring, you just need to come here to the drop down menu in this orange column and select your answer. So I will give some answers here just to show you as an example how the final score will appear. You see here the final scoring, the total scoring, and a recommendation. So in this case, it's saying that since it is more than 100, the final scoring, the full evaluation may be undertaken. But on the other hand, if you have a score that is lower than 100, and I will just change some answers here just to show you what happens, you have a message saying that the quality is considered too low, so you don't even need to take the full evaluation for this food composition table. So these are the screening questions, and once you finish, if you want to clear all answers and do another evaluation, you just need to press the button up here and you will clean all the answers in your spreadsheet. These are the screening questions. The next spreadsheet here corresponds to the full evaluation. So here you will find the 7 different categories for accessing the quality of the published food composition tables. So here in this first columns here you have the questions, similarly to the screening questions. Here in the other columns you have, in the following columns, you have the answers, the options for answers. And again, here in the column where you see the orange cells, you can find the drop down menus and you can just select the appropriate answer. Here we have 2 options. You can evaluate the food composition table as a user, or you can evaluate the food composition table as a compiler point of view, and you have here the columns that will show you the scores for each of the evaluations. So you have to do the same approach. You need to select the answers here in the orange cells, and I will show also an example to fill one criteria. So let's fill the category 3, food identification, just as an example. So here you can already see that the first question is for compiler only. So if you are filling this as from a user perspective, you don't need to fill this question. So I will fill everything here just to show you how the final score will appear. So after filling all the questions, here at the end we have the final score. So we have the total score for a user and the total score for a compiler. For the compiler, the score is higher because you have more questions. We have the percentage achieved for each of the evaluations. You have the quality score for this category, which is food description. And then you have the points achieved for this particular category. And then this is the result for the category 3. You have to fill all the 7 categories, and after filling all the 7 categories, you will find the final scoring. So here, after filling all the answers for the 7 different categories, we have the final quality score for each category and the quality score for the entire food composition table. These are calculated automatically by the spreadsheet here in this summary of the evaluation. And similarly to what you can do in the screening questions here, if you want to start again the answers or if you want to evaluate again another food composition table, you can just press the button on the top of the spreadsheet, clear answers, to clear all the answers in the different categories and start the evaluation again.